Y'all, what the heck am I doing up at 5:17 on Saturday? Hey, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Coven. I woke up at 4:10, and it's so weird in the morning, at night like this. Like I can't look at my phone well. I don't know what it is, but I really wish I'd gotten glasses for distance and not for reading. But eventually, I'm gonna have one changed. I have to, down the line. Nothing exciting right this second, mind you. But yeah, so I am gonna chat, work out my day in my head. This is one of the most unflattering angles. Crazy. But yeah, I'm getting used to my, when you're younger, you want it to be cooler. It's interesting because my roommate would like a little cooler, which is fine with me because trust me, I'd rather be cool than hot because you can put on something. And yeah, I'm just like, wow, it's one, I think I've been being used to it, not being so cold to save money, right? It's just a budget. But yeah, it's interesting. See, that's already something I've learned about myself. But my mom and I would get, because my mom would be freezing. And of course that changed. She used to be like me, or I like her, we'd be hot people. So anyway. But I was talking to Beverly, and I'm sitting in the kitchen, and I'm just Beverly's starting her process, and it's just not an easy process of really truly digging deep and letting things go. And it is just not linear. It's not. Nothing in life is linear. But I have a cat tree in my kitchen. Some of you probably noticed it. And my other cat, Oscar, who some of you met early on in my YouTube career here, and we lost him, but he loved that tree. And I think because he was in a tree all the time, Claire was in a tree. But he liked to be up top because, male cats like to check out their domain. But Claire doesn't really use it. And I use it to store soda, or my seltzer waters. Next level is Claire's bowls and stuff. And I do try to keep the other one clear just in case she wants to be on it. And then I have like cat food, the next cans of cat cases. And I could actually keep those in the cat bathroom. But I was thinking, why don't I get one of those cute like IKEA truck things? It would be perfect. I could keep all her stuff in that. Or maybe even something, I don't know. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to offer it to my roommate for her little cat because it would probably be fun. Something different and novel for the cat if she wants it. She may not feel like she has the room, but it's a pretty decent room. And you can put it in front of the window, and so I'm going to offer it to her. But anyway, I am going to let it go. I am. First I thought, well, you could put it downstairs and give Claire something. But you know what? Claire doesn't go in that. And now that someone's here, she's not gonna nap, excuse me, in the open like that. So anyway, I thought, yeah, I didn't dawn on me. Some things you just don't see. It takes a second. I thought, yeah. And, I love the IKEA ones. I know there's dupes everywhere, but, the IKEA is just a pain in the butt to put together. But I could even beg Kenny to help me. But, yeah, so that's what I was thinking. And that will really clear some visual space, I think. So that is what I am thinking of. And then even, I don't even know, like, I don't know if it's IKEA carpet. One of them even has like a wooden top you can put on, and then you have another surface. But do I need another surface, y'all? I don't know. Maybe. But nothing today. I will see. She's working today, but when I'll see if she wants it, and we'll help her bring it up. Excuse me. It's 5:22, and I didn't go to bed till like 11. But I don't know. Oh, my whole body aches. I don't know why. But so my dentist yesterday, my gum is healing beautifully. And I got an estimate for a crown for the tooth next to it. It's really, really good deal. So I'm going to start that. I'm going to call my dental insurance just to go over everything with them, because I want to start doing that and understand, well, this is how much you have and this is what you're using. But, this would be perfect thing to fix for the year. And then what I've decided is, so this one's already started, right? But it's already moved, right? It's not going to move anymore. But I don't want this one moving, so then I think what I'll do is next year's work on the other tooth, right? And that's a long process, because you need bone graft and all that kind of stuff. So I think in my mind, at least, that's what I've done, because it's been bothering me trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. But before I do that one, I am going to check on hearing aids, because I feel like I'm having a harder time hearing more often. And I have this person, she was like, really snarky. I felt like saying, you know what? I think I said, well, you sound like you're mumbling to me or something, because she was, But I think I'm going to do that. First step, get my hearing tested. And I know my short-term memory is not great right now. And I know like hearing loss can have effects on you. I don't know that has anything to do with it. I think my short-term memory loss is just all that I'm letting go and all this change. And I mean, that's the, my body's eating up with cancer and it's affecting my brain. I don't know, one of these, I'll just stick with, it's all the letting go of stuff. And it's really, such a big deal. And just so many changes. But today is going to be my goals, doesn't mean my guideline, suggestions, if you will, of garage. And in my library, one of my main goals is I'm going to just keep pulling my car around, load it up with the empties. But I want to do some work in the garage first and make a space for them. And I'm going to take anything empty. So these are empties I'm going to shop for my studio and my library, right? I just don't want them in the library since I have all this space in the garage. And also when I was thinking about the garage, like how am I going to, because I want my roommate to be able to park in the garage. And going forward, I think it would be a good thing to, put in an ad. But so when you kind of like walk in my garage, like you're going to go, that's how the car goes out. So immediately to the right, there's some storage. Then there's a bunch of boxes. But there's also, I have this really cool low storage, which have got canned goods and stuff. And really, I don't, it's just awkward. So what I was thinking of, so when you're coming in the garage, like you pull out, you pull in, to this side, I had put, my storage to go, my rolling storage, but I'm thinking that if I switch that around, because there's a lot of room at the top of my garage, and I could have those at like this angle and not flat against the wall, because I can move those around. So that's one change I want to make and see how that looks. Second thing is, I know on that wall, there is at least one little bookcase I can let go of that I don't need. So that is something I'm going to do. And then y'all, I'm going to get all the, we can't do Halloween today, but I'm going to, we're going to put that up to go through all that Halloween stuff. And I will keep every piece I want, but I'm sure there's a lot I can let go of. And because most of Christmas is up top. There is some Christmas not up top. And then against the wall, I have two bookcases, real bookcases. I'm going to keep those because mice seem not to go on there. And one are some books right now that I want to keep. One is for empties. Those are okay. But then I might have to move them down. But to have those, so I have one I think I have 4 rolling storage. One is shorter, and that one I might end up letting go or using it for something different. I don't know. It probably needs to be more positioned because it doesn't roll as easy. So I'm going to play around with that. Right now I think it just says pretty much empty things and books that I think I want. But in my head, you know, and then I have some games up. I have on the top, I have all this empty stuff. Now I'm going to see how I feel. I don't have to go up that far on a ladder. It's just my ladder is really heavy. I mean, I could bring my house ladder out there, but anyway, I'd like to take all those down. And like right now, Kenny put my snow shovels up there. You know, stuff like that that really is truly seasonal. And I could probably even, depending on having boxes or bins that my Halloween could go into, maybe up there, or Easter, or Valentine's or something. That would be cool. But they're not that. Kenny didn't put them in there. They were there, but I would have gotten them a lot wider kind of thing. And then I have these cinder blocks. Right now I have 4. I'm going to have 4 more when I take apart the second of those. There's 3 of those things. And they're so flippin' heavy. I have to make sure that I feel strong enough to take that top one off. I may have to ask Sophia maybe to come spend an hour with me to do stuff like that, or 2 hours. I have to, because I'm trying to be smart, y'all. They're just heavy. But I'm going to wear my work gloves today. So that usually gives you a better grip. And then, you know, and actually behind all that stuff, you know, I haven't been able to clean up because of my stuff. So I can do that too. But that's in my head. We're not going to think about the other side yet. But, and then there's the empties that I'm going to shop for. I'm going to keep all those until I feel like, yeah, you're really not going to use that. But the bigger containers, I am, you know, I'm gonna keep some, because as I do, it's good to sort into, especially like if I'm doing Halloween or that kind of stuff. I can sort what I think I want and then put them back in the smaller containers. But yeah, the smaller containers, and I think it's like the 8-gallon ones are the best ones because I can carry them and they're not that heavy. And I have this whole typewriter, but right now I love the idea of it. And I, you know, in my head wanted, you know, Angela was going to fix it up for me. She had a thing for typewriters and we just never did it. But for right now, there's a spot for it. So I'm going to keep it. I would love to fix it up because do some typing stuff for my, for stuff. You know, I love that look of the typewriter pages. But yeah, so that's just going through my head. And then in my yard, I got a weed whack at some point. But also, underneath my stairs, there's a few more empty containers. I think I had so many empties there. Well, you know, with the possibility of filling them, I don't need that. I don't. And I've gotten rid of some yard junk, and I need to weed some stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of, today's my working day with lots of breaks, lots and lots of breaks. And then tomorrow is my fun day, where I'm just going to get up and, you know, maybe work in my library a little bit. I also today want to vacuum and, you know, vacuum everywhere. Today's going to be my vacuuming day and clean my bathroom and this bathroom here day. I'm keeping up with the kitchen, though I will vacuum the floor. You know, mopping is not my thing. So I'm going to try to see if, I'm trying to clean up stains as they happen when I'm not always aware as I should be, but when I see something, I try to deal with it. And I'm actually getting much better at that. Oh, my shoulders ache so much, you guys. Oh, I need a massage. But the lady I like only works Sundays. I'm afraid if I go get a massage early in the day, that will be it for me. But then I thought, well, see if anyone's available this afternoon and try someone new. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And yeah, I didn't. I wanted to really buy dinner last night and I didn't. So, and then I really want to go to the grocery store to get bananas. But I'm thinking, okay, you can live without bananas right now. You're okay. You just threw out 2, but put them in the freezer. So I'm trying to avoid it. And even my quiche, I have some frozen vegetables, and I thought maybe that would be okay in the quiche. I don't know. Try stuff, right? But I was like, you are not going to go buy dinner when you have all this great Trader Joe's frozen food. So, it's a day at a time, y'all, with this money thing. A day at a time. But, yeah, and I couldn't go to IKEA anytime soon until school's officially, because, it's like a madhouse there. Everyone getting ready for college. And it's like a good hour away, and my mother and I made the mistake of going one time. But so far, it wasn't like we were going to leave and come back, but it was like crazy. Go there and get me some lunch and some of those Swedish rolls, because, yeah. And I got a dark chocolate bar from them. It was really good. I would get more of that. But other than that, I really don't need anything from IKEA. Though I would like to see, they have good pillows. Good pillows for a much better deal. I still have too many pillows on my bed. I'll end up on the floor, but I have to look at that, make some decisions, and I got to get my mattress. I think my bed's killing me. It's a lot. So, I'm off Friday. I think I have an appointment for acupuncture early, like 8:30 maybe. Or maybe that's Monday. But anyway, maybe Friday I can just go to the place. Or if I feel like it on Sunday. I'm thinking I won't, but... and I'm going to start with what bed I have now and see what those are like. Because I like my bed. It's just old. And it's literally killing me trying to look and research. And, this is like ADHD nightmare. If someone said to me, okay, in your price range, these are the 3 best ones. And then I could choose from 3. And I might say to him, here's my budget. Get me under it. And what are the 3 best within that budget? But I don't like anything you sink into and can't move, because it's like a nightmare for me. It's like I'm fighting because I move constantly. And it doesn't make me not want to move, right? Because my brother had one of these once when I was house sitting and I was staying there. I just thought I had to get up and go sleep on the couch because it just felt like I was in quicksand. I couldn't move around. That was awful. But yeah, I need to push that up. I do. And I know Labor Day is coming up, so I would like to at least know what I want. And then Labor Day, maybe, like I said, I have to do nothing in my room other than, like right now I have sheets in the middle of the floor to fold. That's another thing. I want to go through my, be fun. IKEA always has good bedding, period. I still love my comforter, my spread. I love it so much. And then I wish I had to show you, but I got that, and I don't remember where I got this blanket, but it's like crunchy and it's super thin, but it's just perfect. Well, and that's a little colder now, so I might have to step up to my other blanket, but it's perfect for summer. So I have a summer, and then I have a medium, and then I have a super heavy. But honestly, the super heavy ends up being too much because it makes me way too hot, y'all. But anyway. So that is what's going on in my head right now. And, but this is it's an official week today that my roommate moved in and slept, right? Kind of felt like it was more Sunday, but anyway. So it's not even been a week yet. Claire's struggling a little bit. I think last night was a little better for her, but it's so funny because I have been carrying her up to bed, and I thought, okay, let her see if she wants to come up on her own. So, leave the door cracked. But she did come up, and then I shut the door. And then if I wake up to go to the bathroom or 5 or something, I open the door so she can, but kind of want her in the house, in my room, not running around worried. But I know she's going to get there. I visualize her being calm, and instead of getting upset about it, I just visualize her eventually settling in and having a cat friend. And, Joanna is feeding her when she comes home, but right now Claire's not eating it. I mean, she'll eat it later because I'll put other stuff on it, but yeah. But I'll know when she starts eating that lunch that, she's coming along. But I'm excited. Once all these empties are out of my library, there's my treadmill, which I might try to hop on. I'm also thinking about that. When I joined the gym, have access to all that. And maybe, it takes up so much of that space and I don't use it enough. But then my brain's like, well, if you start going to the gym, you might want to just hop on that all the time. But anyway, let that go. And then maybe put a nice chair and read like a little reading chair, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. But not today. Not this year. Down the road. But I can't wait to be real comfortable in that library. And it's just a lot right now. But most of it truly are empties, which is awesome. I've emptied so much and let so much go. But I am finding that I like things with lids a little better. It's a combination, right? I have all kinds of different stuff going on. But I find that might be the best for me. And then I have more photos to go through. And so I have stuff, and then I think what I'm going to do is, for now, keep everything going to the food bank in the garage because I don't want to leave it in the foyer. So I have a whole setup there so I can undo that. Just have like one box or bag that I can grab and know that that stuff goes to the garage. And I think I'm going to do a pickup this Tuesday. And yeah. So that's what's going on. But I need to, this part is a little more challenging, I think, because things in there right now what I think I want. Of course I like it because I got it and put it in my garage. But, I have to really be realistic, but if I can keep things if I can fit it. And I don't want it super tight for us getting in there. I don't want it to feel like something's going to topple over on either of our cars. I asked her, I said, can you back up? Or I can't back in. She's like, yeah, she probably could, because I think that would work better if we're each different, like shoes, right? Yep. You have to pick and choose what you do. And I'm really learning to be a finisher. I told Beverly, I'm a finisher. I'm a finisher. So in my room, my library I actually can finish. I'm going to go through all the books again, rearrange them a little better. They're pretty decently arranged. It's not like I'm going to do Dewey, or actually I would love to do Dewey Decimal. Oh, I love that. But just go through it again. Just, again, remind myself, what do I have? So before any books come in from my garage, unless I know it's something that I don't have, I will be looking at all that to see what I have, and then can go to the garage and think, yeah, you have 2 of these books in this house. You do not need this book. Check my inventory. But yeah, but that, and finishing to me is not getting rid of my treadmill and having a chair. It's just really feeling comfortable in there. And is where my sewing machine is going to go. And I really want to do a lot of junk journals and stuff like that. Today, do a lot of sewing. And Beverly has gently been hinting she likes more of my cards. So I looked through old kids' books, old anything that have interesting pictures. And part of the fun is, okay, so you pick out the picture. Sometimes it's not the complete picture. Sometimes it's just part of it that I find interesting. And then I tiny glue in the middle, glue stick, and then I sew around it. So the fun is to match it to the different, I have lots, as you can imagine, different cardstock already folded with envelopes. And then the color thread I use. But, I think I'll skip to black, red, and white. Make it a little easier. But yeah, so that's the kind of thing I want to do. And so while I'm going to do some art there because of the lighting so good, I'm keeping in mind, because my kitchen table right now, it's not bad, but there's just stuff I've been working on that I'm going to bring down to the library. But yeah. And so behind me, the bookcases I have to rearrange better because I want a shelf empty of what I'm working on right now. So let's say things are drying, I can put it there and then get my sewing machine out if I want, or start something else. And I didn't really do anything on the top of the bookshelf. I at least would like to just take everything down and dust it and hold it in my hand I haven't introduced you to my sock monkey family. It's a big, big family. It's like a big family. And, but yeah, it's starting to, and you know, but this red cabinet, I need to organize things better and go through there and release more. Because all my notebooks and stuff I think I wanted that made the cut. But now I honestly, I don't think there's any more in the garage. And I went through the whole house, kind of gathered them up. So that those are, other than the ones I have in use right now, those are the ones I have, right? I'm pretty sure there's nothing left in the garage, because you have too many notebooks if you have to store them in the garage. And as much as I think I would love to like do packets and stuff for people, it's not happening right now. I wish. But, you know, I'm going to let go of most of that stuff. So, you know. But, you know, they have a lot of these things on Etsy. So they're like back to school themed kit. And there's somebody I bought some before, but really she gets mostly Dollar Tree stuff, which is perfectly fine. But there's some that have really cool vintage things. That's the hard one. But God forbid. Like Beverly has a thing for tea. And, you know, she has a small space. And you really, with ADHD, if you don't see it, you're not going to use it. And how, like she said, how much tea can one person drink? So I said, anything expired, throw out. Anything that's good, I swear to you, we might still have tea from when she worked there. Which is like 16 years ago. I don't know. But, you know, and she makes her own chais, like with all the spices and stuff like that. So, and she does have tea in the morning. But like she said, but I said the idea is that you use it up and get more. She's like me, like she would like to have 2 mayonnaise is in waiting. But you know, we're talking about it. I said, you don't have the space to do that. And it's not as if you're not doing a grocery order every week. And yes, mayonnaise on sale is a much better deal, but you can't afford it in the sense that you don't have the space for it. And the only thing, even my Trader Joe's ketchup, I'm calmer about now, because I don't go to Trader Joe's all the time, but I could. But I do kind of, I have one extra right now. And I do kind of, and I have one at work, but I do kind of, that's something, you know, I like to have. But I don't feel like I'm eating as much ketchup at home. I mean, it goes with French fries and tater tots, and I haven't been having them. But yeah, I don't know. What do y'all do? Is there certain things you feel like you need to have backups? And of course, with food being ridiculous, it is good when something's on sale. But I'm one person, and Beverly gave me one. She had a huge mayonnaise. It's going to last me. So I usually I like the squeezable ones. And then, you know, if I'm going to make something, I have a smaller one. But really, once that's opened, chances are I might not finish it. And I've invited my roommate to use everything, but I don't think she's comfortable doing that yet. But hopefully eventually. Unless, you know, you have your own brand. If you don't like Hellmann's, I can't help you. Don't bring in that other stuff. That my brother loved Miracle Whip growing up. And so and my mom actually favored Miracle Whip too. But there's no way in God's earth they're going to put Miracle Whip on my sandwich, because it was gross. What is it about Miracle Whip? Nothing miracle about it. It just was yucky. I don't know what the difference is. And honestly, you give me a blind taste test, I'm going to pick the Miracle Whip out. 100%. Is it sweeter? I don't know. Which shouldn't, you know. I really don't know. Let me show you something. I'm going through my books, and I do want to start reading more. My Roku's not working down here, and I don't seem to be able to figure it out. I'm going to try again, and then I'm going to call the Roku people and say I bought 3 of these things, and why is this not working, and you need to replace it. But anyway, instead, maybe I can read, right? So look at how beautiful this book is. Isn't that beautiful? So I got it to look at, like, for references for flowers. Oh my gosh, y'all. and for texture, right? And colors. But I thought, you know what? You're really not doing flowers right now, and you can get this book anytime you want it. I mean, you might, but look at that. Wow, look at these. Aren't they amazing, the different shapes? So I thought, you know what? This is kind of what I'm doing. Let it go. And you know what? You're going to come back to flowers. And then, you know, I have a record that this is the one that I really like. Look at this. See, that makes me want to get watercolor out. That is so beautiful. Let it go. And, you know, it's not in high demand right now because people are, you know, trying to enjoy or keep alive what they, let me show you. Like these I find fascinating. But anyway, it's a beautiful book. Matt Mattis. I don't know who he is, but he grew up in Massachusetts. Anyway, so there's all kinds, if you do art, or even like color schemes or anything, you get some really good ideas from nature. Of course, now I see it, I'm like, oh, well, maybe we will. But you know what? I'll get it again. Stuff like that, that is like, wow. And then the other thing is, so this is a book I've had. I think I got it at Goodwill or something a long time ago. I love it. It's the back. I love the size. The binding's really good. The inside's not, you know, everyone wants pictures, right? But the paper is super great. So I'm torn between altering it as it is, where you rip out pages, you glue pages, but also just ripping out the whole spine thing and then making my own pages, you know. But so that's fine, because this I'm going to keep. This made it in. I just love it. I want to do, I've been working with the vintage stuff a lot. So I want to do a color one, but I have to show you. Is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. Y'all, wooden cigar box. So this one is like stamps. And I have lots of stamps, and I've divided them up into certain things. I'm not sure what kind those are, but I like to have some, it's a good finishing touch. But this one is my littler people. Look at that. Cut out paper dolls, I'm calling it. I love cutting out things. You want to come up, sister? Huh? Let me make room for you. We've been having really good combings, brushings. But I have since I was a kid. And so these old books, I'm like, these are ready. These I wanted to be stronger. So I glued them onto something, and then I'll cut them out. Look at him. This was a book about knitting or something. And you can like color them. What I could do is do some transfers. What are you doing? These are from, I think, Paris Was a Woman, Gertrude Stein, during like, what, the 20s? So this is the kind of thing where I want her like vacuuming the world or something. What are you doing, Clara? Anyway, haven't cut her out yet, but there you go. Good silhouette. This was from a literary book, calendar. I make her, she's a little too pointy there, but sometimes I have to stop because I get sloppy, shockingly. Anyway, let me just, what you think, Clara? I love this couple. Some out of, you know. What you thinking, Claire? You want to say? Hold on. Look at that. What do you think, Claire? But this one I already colored a little bit. So I can't tell you the joy this gives me. Whoa. So I think I have like old movie star books. So this is the kind of thing I love. Like, look at her. A little kissing. Anyway, so that's just one of my many boxes of stuff that I want to share with you guys. Just the randomness of it. He should not be in this box because I have a box for bigger people. But yeah. But what I am going to do is get my P-Touch out. Or something. Something clever. But what do you think, Clara? Claire's like, I could not feed her, but it's going to be a long day. But so some I did like a trade with, and people sent me ones. But also, they're kind of inspiring for color. And what I want to do is some of the round ones is cut out the person and then do something else in it. So, let's see, a lot of these envelope kind of things. And then, let me see which ones these were. I did a basic, I think this might have been just ones that had a place attached to it, like New Zealand, Nippon. I love the old ones that have like the date on it. The good old maple leaf. And then I have some with people. I have some animals and flowers and but they add just like a really cool little touch to a collage. So I might do a series of collages that have a stamp, some kind of stamp on it somewhere. All right, guys. Well, I am going to see if I can have a piece of quiche. I'd like to be in the garage at 6:30, but my light doesn't work, so I need it to be a little lighter outside. I should check and see when the sun's coming up. It's almost 6. And the sun does not appear to be coming up. All right. Well, it was lovely spending time with you. I am going to put you guys, I'm going to take you with me and do my fasting. I think that is so funny. It's like, oh my God, 3 hours of work in like 30 seconds. Wow. Crazy. But yeah, my most important thing today is to monitor how tired I am and my hands and, you know, get some stuff done, but there's no rush. There's nothing promised in my lease. Anyone can park in my garage, and we are way far away from winter, but I just feel the need to fill up my recycling bin. It wasn't even half empty this time, but you know what? It's starting to taper down. All right, you guys, let's have a little chat with Claire. Hi, hold on, let me see. Can I get you? There she is. Hi. You want to say hi to the people? You want to say you're living in, it's just ridiculous around here? You're on guard because there's noises. There's people I don't know. There might be a cat upstairs. She's not sure, right? Hi, pretty girl. Anyway, all right. Bye from me and Clara. Have a great day.